Hiawatha is being plotted upon by Washington. Basically, everyone's plotting against everybody else, I think is what's safe to say here. And the great news for me is that I can get rifling for free. Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted. That is perfect. It's also now perfect because I can get the Oxford University. Not going to build it there, I'm going to build it in my capital because that's where the National College is and they have great synergy. I am, though, going to... I don't think that gives... yeah, the table doesn't give boost to deer, which is a shame. I'm going to go with a windmill. As for here, I could go for Alhambra and get fail gold, but I don't really need it. So instead I'm going to go for the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Don't really need that either, but it's just something I can do. I am not going to upgrade my unit yet because I think Big Ben may well give a discount to that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it might. Pretty certain. Please wait. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. Or as my granddad used to say, patience is a bird poo. Yeah. Build a bank. Might as well. I don't think we quite have enough money yet. Oh, Antwerp has rifles, or at least one rifle. Portland has been converted to Shinto already. How is Washington dealing with... well, he isn't, is the actual answer to that. More of his cities have been converted to Shinto, and he can't do anything... well, I say Shinto, Burkittism. But he can't do anything about it. Manila is now my religion too. I thought it was that before. Oh, it must have gone up a population point, and that's why that did that. I'm kind of tempted to make Manila and Cahokia annexed, but that would not only damage my happiness, it would also damage my social policy. And it already takes me over 100 turns per social policy. I don't want to make it any higher. Not because I think I'll win culturally, I can't do that. But it's just because I want to try and finish the rationalism social policy tree, and if I do that, I get 2 free technologies, so that's brilliant, and it'll help me catch up. I'll probably end up after, in a lull between 2 wars, I will probably have to go out of my way to build some cultural buildings just to try and get that up a bit. So we're going to quickly build Oxford University, because that will give me a free tech. I believe it does. Yep, 1 free technology. The question is though, what technology could I do? Let's have a look. Actually, getting electricity for free would be really nice, because finding aluminium on the map is very important for late game wars. Not usually a person that does late game wars, but that could be pretty useful. Actually, that trading post has already been built. Could have sworn I hadn't built that, but oh well. Going to put a trading post there, though, that is for sure, because it will give me gold on top of science. Universities make jungle tiles have +2 science, which mostly for me is useless because I've barely got any jungle tiles, but Ohrid has at least a couple, potentially more than that, to work with. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 that I can see it can work with eventually. Actually 5, there's 1 next to the iron.
To achieve great things,
we now have Big Ben, fantastic. And its note there is pretty much a student standard. To get something done you need not quite enough time. It's tempting to build the Brandenburg Gate here, but it's not going to be where my units are mostly produced, so I'm not going to. What I'm going to do instead is build another cannon. And now I'm going to start upgrading some of my muskets. I will move that temporarily to there, just so it's not isolated. You should never leave it by itself. Technically I could do this by going to the unit list, but I knew where pretty much all of them were. Might as well upgrade that while I'm at it. I think that's all the muskets, and even if it isn't, it doesn't strictly matter. This is why I tried to earn so much gold, because upgrading units en masse is very expensive. Very, very expensive. I think the Pentagon is a wonder later on that makes these wonders cheaper. Not wonders, the upgrades cheaper, but obviously right now we don't have that available. Fortify that. I'm tempted to attack. Oh, kill it. I can't attack it because I don't want to kill it with that. Put that back there. I'm going to put that there. Upgrade. Going to attack that with the cannon because getting some experience will be nice on it. Cannons that have march are just a bit more versatile because you don't have to worry about them being exposed as much. You still shouldn't leave them out against rifles or get their faces ripped off, but at least you know that they can run away and heal at the same time, so they're not complete sitting ducks. Ah, dear, dear, dear. This map hasn't gone quite for a game to show you how to play this game. I've not really done a particularly wonderful job, to be honest. I'm going to move one of these rifles down here just to protect me a bit more, because I can't see the US attacking me from up here that strongly anymore. And now I've got rifles, he really can't do anything to me. I mean, the Gatling guns already had a strength of 30, rifles have 34. And his knights are at power 20 and his Minutemen are at 24. So I really don't have to worry at all anymore. The only thing I've got to worry about is Hiawatha plotting on me, because there's some units there, for example, that I'm a bit sniffy about. Nope. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Isabella's just declaring kings. If Hiawatha declares war on Elizabeth right now, she is going to die. And I don't say that to be melodramatic. She is absolutely screwed if that happens. Going to have to slightly move my forces around a little bit. I might actually buy another unit just for the sake of, you know, not being caught my trousers down. I'm tempted even to buy cavalry, believe it or not, after I mocked them for being rubbish. I'm not going to though, I can't do it. What terrain is Cahokia in? Mostly open, so we'll put it in open. I try and get roughly half and half of rough and half of open. Just makes it a bit more versatile. I can earn some gold off that deal. Pocket money, relatively speaking, but every little helps. Please tell me Hiawatha's not going after me. I'll be mega annoyed if he is, because it means the US has basically been aggressive and done it for free. Because I really would like to take San Francisco out, but I really need artillery first. It is incredibly important. Let's get the rifle down here. If I need to move troops to Manila, I'm not quite as desperate, because I can get stuff there a lot easier. But if they attack me at Cahokia, I'm in a bit of trouble. These two cities should be well defended. Ovid, although itself isn't very well defended, he's not going to be able to attack me directly there anymore. Can't be like the last time he waged war on me, he went straight there, because Cahokia is now mine. I am very much certain that he's probably plotting on me. I just get that feeling. Which is why I am putting units here to protect myself. And if he attacks at Manila, you know, these units near me at least can, these big cities near me can produce quite quickly. That's more than enough units to protect. I could probably take a couple of these rifles out. I just don't want them coming straight across the water and parking here. Because if they did that with half a dozen units, then I might be in a bit of bother. Bit of bother, rather. My happiness is starting to drop because all these trades aren't happening. Presumably that was the trade that I did during war times. And that's a terrible deal, but I'll take it. If I can trade with him, he's... Oh, I can't do it. I was hoping I could because he'd be probably less inclined to go to war with me if that was the case, but... Obviously I can't do that because there's nothing I have that I have multiple copies of that he wants. What do we need to build? Now we have a mint. We want a market to make use of the fact that we have a mint. After that we will no doubt go the science route. I actually need another drink. Luckily, I have a fridge that is literally 30 centimetres away from me. Fantastic. There we go. Excellent. Squeaky chair. If you happen to want to know what cider I am drinking, it is Gamer's cider. There's gay in it. It's my favourite cider actually, so if anyone from Gamer's company is watching, feel free to send me a couple of barrels of it. If you want my address, PM me. We will build a mine there. What can we build? What can we build? I'm going to get some... I know I can't build Alhambra because the US is, but it will get me fail gold. How many turns worth? Not that many, but some. He is building a police station. That will slow my espionage down, so that's a shame. So many knights, so little time to mince them all. Oh dear, I shouldn't have made a horse mince reference. Oh dear, Genghis Khan, according to this, is starving on average in his cities. That's pretty embarrassing. We'll have another cannon, absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, even when I upgrade that to an artillery, I can't hit the city with it, so that's a bit poor. It's a poor show, old chap. When am I getting that silver? I'm fed up of waiting for it. We're going to buy that tile. I've been waiting for about 150, 200 turns. Don't know why it never got prioritised by the game. The game's a bit weird sometimes. I'm going to try and build the Kremlin there, in fact. That will make my life a lot easier, definitely for sure. Manila would have been a good place to build it. It can't because it's a puppet. Oh! Spain's captured Karakorum, I think, is Genghis Khan. Yeah, Genghis Khan's capital. Wow, isn't that something? He is absolutely screwed. Unless he has a hidden city, which I don't think he does because Turfan is his capital now. He is dog buggered. He is absolutely mullered. Washington, Mikel Surprise has built Alhambra. How much gold do I get? Nowhere near enough, no doubt, but how much? Couple hundred? 130. Yeah, for 3 turns work, that's not too bad. Especially because it's not a powerhouse city. It's not bad, but it's not a powerhouse. I could actually go. I don't need and I don't really want the Sistine Chapel, but what else can I build? I'm actually going to go for an aqueduct while I remember to build an aqueduct. Set up for ranged. Artillery still has to set up for range. That annoyance doesn't go away at that point in time. Oh, I think Spain's made peace with Mongolia, haven't they? That means Genghis Khan's not going to die fully just yet. Good for him. Yeah, my culture's not as great as the Iroquois. I am not surprised. It's not very good, my score on culture. Pagoda has been built in Adrianople. My faith is actually quite low as well. I should have possibly got the faith belief thing where each wonder gives you an extra 2 faith. That would probably be pretty good for me because I am a bit of a wonder whore. I don't do it on purpose, it's just force of habit. But that could have been useful. But the combination I've got right now is pretty good anyway. Wow, Jakarta was looking for culture as well, so I stood no chance. Oh, we're nearly at artillery. That is fantastic. What I'm going to quickly do... Oh no, I've actually got that tile now. I didn't think I had it. Well, that's just perfect. Won't give me anything. This is what I don't get. All I've been doing of late is beating Washington up, and now his offer to me is worse than the previous one. Explain that logic to me. Presumably that's Spain coming back with their units. Spain, considering the size of their empire, they're actually not too far behind.
As soon as men decide that...
Right, we have artillery. Or the option of getting artillery, I should say. That is great. Now, I'm not going to go after electricity because I'm going to get that for free. I do need oil, though, sometime soon. So I might go through all the boring rubbish text now. Alternatively, I could go on the route for railroad.
If you enjoyed the video you've just seen, please join my Facebook group and follow me on Twitter for the latest news.